Atiku is the true president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
They are telling their own fools, not us, that Beavers suddenly started malfunctioning. No, it did not malfunction. There was a deliberate attempt to make sure that the presidential election is not transmitted.
And I want to announce that the battle to reclaim this stolen mandate is a battle of no retreat, no surrender.
And we saw what happened. I said it, that Lagos election is going to come this way. We led in Lagos election by more than 900 and something thousand votes. Don't take my words for it. Take the words of a PDP person in Lagos. That Labour led with this amount by their own agent's record. You know what? P2B won in the political capital of Nigeria, telling you that people that are near the administrative headquarters have acknowledged that he's the best administrator. He won in the commercial nerve center of Lagos, telling you that businessmen, elite businessmen and ordinary traders have recognized that he is the best commercially inclined administrator we should have. He won in national chairman of APC's polling unit. He won in the polling unit of the Director General of APC. He won everywhere in Nigeria, north, south, east, west. He's the only person that got 25% of the votes in all the geopolitical zones. Only person. And nobody had more states than him. Do you want him to kill these people politically before you give him his mandate?
It's a battle of no retreat, no surrender.
To the workers in the office who are being in the situation, your situation starts to improve. You've achieved the necessary result, and God Almighty will bless you. Our party will give you the prosperity that you need, and will reward you. Just be patient with us.
The 2023 presidential election presented our nation and its people the greatest opportunity for a reset. We had everything going for us. A legal framework in the 2022 Electoral Act and the Beavers technology.
Thank God for even Beavers.
What numbers are manipulated now? The registration, the collection, or the vote
Did
itself?
you not see a 4-year-old boy who brought out the PVC? He's there in the open. So because they know that eyes are watching them, many of such did not come out. That's why I'm saying the manipulation. And maybe a lot of the cattle that they gave names, that they registered, most of them did not come out. Remember that some immigrants from Niger Republic and Chad were openly arrested in Kanu. It's there. It was broadcasted. So when they know that the government is serious, those ones will not come. So when you purge the system already from those illegalities, it has reduced. Then secondly, in voting properly, you know that people have been threatened. They went to Southeast and told them they must sit at home, they will not vote. Of course, it was discarded. Then they went to Lagos and openly told them, if you're not coming out to vote APC, don't come out. And even on election day, they carried out the threats. So those ones that, some of them that had come and heard it, some of them ran back. Then again, after the voting, remember, they have not shown you the list of accredited voters by the Beavers, because they willfully destroyed a lot of the votes of the opposition. They will now have to bring down the number of accredited voters, because one vote above it becomes overvoting. That's why you've not seen all those recorded voters. Can you see, I'm sorry to say this, the silliness of this? After collating and announcing against the law, they will now take the collated result and announce result and carry their Beavers and go home and start inputting it, not in the polling unit, in their government houses. After doing that, and they are releasing it at their leisure to tell you the level of impunity. After doing that, they will not tell you, we have imputed 140,000.
But INEC said he had a glitch.
Glitch.
Can you prove that they were uploading these results from their government houses?
Very, very, I know it was just called res ipsa lobito. Not even any objective, not even any oral evidence can contradict objective reality. What glitch did you witness in the senatorial seat? Have you seen any one person complain about that?
The enthusiasm of Nigerians to turn out and in large numbers was an added bonus. However, the dreams and aspirations of Nigerians who braced all the challenges to go and cast their votes on Saturday, 25th of February 2023 were shattered by the conduct of the Independent National Electoral Commission, which failed woefully to live up to expectations. The weekend election was neither free nor fair. Preliminary assessments indicate that it is the worst conducted election since the return to democratic rule. The manipulation and fraud that attended this election was unprecedented in the history of our nation. I can still not understand why the electoral umpire was in such a hurry to conclude collation and announcement of the results, given the number of complaints and irregularities of bypassing of the beavers, failure of uploading to the IRV, and unprecedented cancellations and disfranchisement of millions of voters in breach of the Electoral Act and the Commission's own guidelines. It was indeed a rape of democracy.
Anybody telling you there was a glitch in beavers is the first liar of this election. There were 3 elections conducted on the same day. No beavers. I repeat, no beavers malfunctioned. We were accredited by beavers. He did not malfunction. We were counted, announced. They transmitted the result of the senatorial election. Beavers was beautiful. They did it with the House of Representatives. Beavers was on top of the game. Then in the presidential election, they are telling their own fools, not us, that Beavers suddenly started malfunctioning. No, it did not malfunction. There was a deliberate attempt to make sure that the presidential election is not transmitted so that they will resort illegally and criminally by the law. Section 60, subsection 4 of the Electoral Act made it clear. Count and announce the result in the polling unit. Transmit and transfer in the polling unit. Subsection 5. So the polling unit independence in the conduct of our election is sacrosanct. And anything beyond that is not only illegal, but criminal. Subsection 6 very clear. Anybody that contravenes this procedure has become a criminal and should be sentenced to jail. He will either pay a fine of 500,000 naira or go to jail for at least 6 months. So all the INEC officials that committed crime in front of Nigerian people are now by law criminals. And again,
well, they haven't been found guilty yet.
No,
by
you don't
a
need
court
to
of law.
Oh, the finding of guilty is to punish. I give you an example. In law, if somebody has a land and you know your own land, somebody is building on it, and you don't scream and you keep quiet to finish, when he finishes, that land belongs to him. So when somebody is stealing from you, even in the local parlance, you have to shout, thief, thief, so that people will help you to apprehend them. In the local palace, you have to shout, ole, ole. If you don't do it, you may just be found guilty of contributory negligence. So the issue here is not that the court is for them to be punished. The first act in criminal proceeding is complaint.
Yeah,
Okay.
but the act has to, the court has to find them
act has
guilty
not
before
finished.
it punishes.
The act has not finished.
Yeah.
In 64, subsection 4, the act say you cannot collect. Shall. You cannot collate or announce results until you confirm and verify the results with the result already transmitted and transferred, recorded in the beavers, the accredited voters, and in number of votes in the beavers, section 64, subsection 4, subsection 5, and in subsection 6, it says if there is a dispute, in other words, somebody says, look at what I have is different from what is in the beavers. He said you would have to stop, compare with the result in the beavers, and if there is contradiction, the one in the beavers prevails. INEC chairman is the chief returning officer in the issue of presidency. There was no beavers at all throughout, and he went on to collect and announce.